So if anyone knows about information retrieval, what a information retrieval is?
How to retrieve the information which you are giving on the social network or any other places?
Okay, so have you noticed when you search for something on, so when you search for cricketers, okay, when you search for MS Dhoni, for example, so what you get? You get Dhoni's Wikipedia, you get Dhoni profile, you get now you're getting IPL thing. Why? Because in IPL, MS Dhoni was mentioned somewhere, right? The MS Dhoni's Facebook. When you go to the next page, you're getting this also. See, Virat Kohli, Ravindra Jadeja, Rohit Sharma, Dinesh Karthik, KL Rahul, Hardik Pandya. This is nothing but information retrieval. So what happens is when you search for MS Dhoni, all the topic related to MS Dhoni is given to you in a search box. This is nothing but information retrieval. If you search for if you search for Shah Rukh Khan, so you will not get MS Dhoni there, right? Have you noticed this? If you search for Shah Rukh Khan, all the relation related thing with the Shah Rukh Khan, all the related actors will come there, but not cricketers.
Yeah, so that is nothing but your SEO, how this search engine works, right?
Yeah, so SEO is what behind the information retrieval. What he does behind the scene is this. Search engine optimization is this. What is follows behind the scene. Okay. So suppose this is a user. You needed some information. You do a query. Yes. This query is information. So a large number of document is collected behind the scene. So this document index is a, with the help of that we try to get the document, and so it gives it, so it is ranked. Okay, it is ranked between documents. Okay, this is document 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you will get in a rank order. Result, you get the result on the web pages. If the user is satisfied, then okay, he search for something. If user is not satisfied, he will do a query refinement. Okay, so this will happen. Suppose you are searching for some answer of Python. Okay, so for the first time you type add two numbers. When you to add two numbers is given, right? This is the first information retrieval. Are you satisfied? No, I want in Python, right? So what you do a query refinement. Add two numbers in Python. When you enter, now you get the answer. That just click on this, you will get the answer. That is what you mean by this. So you just search for something, a query is done, a documentation is shown to the user. If he's satisfied, then okay, click on the link and enjoy. If he's not satisfied, just query refinement. Just refine your query so that a better query will be given to you based on what you wanted actually, and this process goes on. It's clear? The information table is clear to everyone? So it can be defined as a software program which is used to find material of an unstructured nature that satisfies information need from within a large collection. Okay, so this will what information retrieval will do. So you have a large document and it will give you only dot document which is related to you. Okay, it will not try to give other documents. So use cases of information retrieval: email search, web search, and many other things. Okay, so information retrieval can be used in many scenarios. Some of these are web search and email search. Okay, so when you do web search and email search, the information retrieval is run behind the scene. I will teach you, but I will teach you a small model so that you get a hands-on and what the real-time use cases. But what happens behind the scene for Google, you also know that they have a large amount of data, they have a very powerful GPU and CPU, so they can train a very good model. But I will show you a demonstration which we are capable of doing. This is a diagram. Now, two algorithms that are used in IF is KNN and K-dimensional tree. So I think everyone knows about KNN and K-dimensional tree, yes?
Yeah, Kenyan we have studied.
KNN we are aware of. K-dimensional tree, don't think we.
K-dimension not aware of. K because KD tree is a subpart of KNN. So if you see the parameter, there is something called as type of tree and this KD tree something. So you have not learned KD tree now?
No option.
No.
Okay. Okay. ठीक है, okay, no problem. I will give you the brief about KD tree. I can't go into depth, but I will just give you, because this KD tree is important for information retrieval. That's why I'm saying. Okay. Okay. Let's see how much I can explain. Okay. Let's take an example to understand in detail how KNN algorithm works. So let's see how KNN works behind the scene. Okay. Now suppose you have this content. Okay, you have name Ria, Manish, age, cheese content, and outlet. Now if you plot this, this is what it looks like, right? So which type of plot is this? Anyone?
Scatter plot.
Scatter
Scatter
plot.
plot. Exactly right. Now, what is KNN? What is the full form of KNN?
K nearest neighbor.
K nearest neighbor. Now, if my cheese, if now if I want to do a prediction, if my cheese level is somewhere here, so I belong. So pizza outlet will be shown to me, or Domino's outlet will be shown to me. Will be shown to me.
Pizza.
Pizza outlet, right? Because now we have to define how many nearest neighbor we want. Of course, that is also a thing. But the nearest, suppose I'm going with 3. So this is nearest. This is the nearest second. This is the nearest third, right? Which is the maximum nearest? The pizza outlet. So what will be your prediction for you?
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut. Sorry, Pizza Hut. Okay, so this is how KNN works behind the scenes. So I think this is clear to everyone. So KD tree is a space partitioning data structure for organizing points in k dimension space. It is an improved over KNN. So this ideally this should be taught to you, but no worries. I will just try to give the brief of this because KD tree is an important function. Okay, it's a very important machine learning algorithm. So what happens is in KD tree we try to divide everything in a form of a node now. Okay, suppose this is age versus pizza out. So this is something A versus cheese content. So what we do is we first try to divide this into 2 halves. We divide this into 2 halves. How this is divided? Suppose so you have to give a parameter in KD3 called as a division or minimum points. So first I will tell you that what is division is. So what happens is on this axis cheese content, the average is calculated. On this cheese content, the average is calculated. Suppose the average of this cheese content is 6.8. A line is drawn there. A line is drawn there. Okay. Once this is done, average of age is calculated. Average of age is calculated for node 2 and node 3 separately. Okay. So what I mean to say is the average of age is calculated based on only these points, which is in node 2. Suppose the average is somewhere here. Average of node 3 age is calculated, so we have to consider these points. These points will not be considered because these has been partitioned now. Now the average is somewhere here. Okay, now the question is when to stop this partition, because this will keep on going, right? So now after doing this, then again the partition but when to stop the partition? To stop the partition, you have to give a parameter called as minimum points. Minimum points. So if the node has 3 points in it, suppose the minimum point is 3. If the node has minimum point of 3, stop there. Don't divide further. Don't divide further. So tell me, node is this? Suppose this is node 4 now. Is this be divided into 2 parts now? The node 4. Okay, everyone is confused.
You can divide into 2 parts, no?
So I will repeat. I think everyone is confused. So I will repeat again. So what happens in KD3 is now it is not like this algorithm. Okay, so in KD3 everything is divided. So what the first division is this division, the green sign, you know. So this is average of cheese content. So average of cheese content is found. So this is the average. Now this is node 1. For example, this is node 1 and this is node 2. And minimum points in each node I want as 3. Oh, sorry. So maximum I want as 3. So can you tell me that should I divide node 1 also? Because how many points are there in this node?
Node 1 is 4 points, so no need to divide, but node 2 has to be divided.
So why not one? We don't have. There are 4 points, right?
But again, you need minimum 3 points in one node, right?
So
Node
minimum.
1 you divide, you will get 3 and 1, right?
Yeah. Okay.
For node 2, you are getting 3 and 3 two parts because
Two.
there are 6 points.
Yeah.
Node
So
2
what you
you
have to
can
do? You have
divide.
to divide this, right? So how to divide this? The average of age. Now, do I have to divide further?
No.
No.
So how many this is? One, two, three. So this is what happens. Okay. Now when some points come here, so when any point, suppose now you have to do a prediction. When some points come here, you have to look only these points. You can't cross the line to do the matching. You have to look only the point which are inside the node. Okay. For example, you are coming here. If you are coming here, this node will be taken in considered. This node will be not considered for a k nearest neighbor. Okay, so this is a KD tree. You got a basic idea what is KD tree is now?
So basically in KD3, it is a more specific function to the nearest neighbor because it is dividing more.
Yes, exactly. So this is what you get at end, and any point is coming there. That is a query point for you. That is the nearest neighbor. See, this is not a nearest neighbor now. This is a nearest neighbor because that is there in the particular node. So it's clear to everyone. KD tree is clear. The basic is clear to everyone. I know that I have skipped a lot of part, but because I can't go and teach KD tree now, it will take a time. But the basic is clear to everyone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So just if you are curious about KD tree, just learn about that on a YouTube video. You will get a very good answer for that. Okay. So this is nothing but a KD tree. So what is information retrieval and how to achieve which algorithm to use is clear to everyone.
Yep.
Okay. Now let's try to do a use case of that. Then I think you will understand much better. Let's try to do a use case what a web search do behind the scene. So I have made a use case for that, a real-time use case. Okay. So you can implement this anywhere if you know how to do a deployment. Then you can implement this anywhere. Okay. So everyone just open Jupyter Notebook again. So the first thing what you do in a project is import all the libraries at once. So import libraries, import numpy as np, import pandas as pd, and of course we require NLTK. And then of course from sklearn dot feature extraction dot text import count vectorizer and tf-idf vectorizer. Okay, and how to import KD tree is it's same where you import KNN from. Okay, so from sklearn dot neighbors import KD tree. Okay, so this is how you import everything. So once this is done, the next step what we do is we read the CSV file. So person person equal to pd dot read CSV, and inside this famous. Okay, so yes, so basically p if you run this and if you see okay. So this is the data that I have. Okay, so I will explain the data. So data is I have URI, that is nothing but a URL for a particular person, the name of a person, and the text. So text of a person. So basically the information about the person. Okay, so a small description about the person. So basically this they have extracted from Wikipedia. Okay, so Narendra Modi and so Sani Mirza and some text is given. So what we have to do is we have to create a information retrieval. We have to create a information retrieval system such that if I search for Narendra Modi, only those person will come that is related to Narendra Modi. If I search for Virat Kohli, Narendra Modi shouldn't come to me, right? It only if I search for Virat Kohli, then what is the next close person related to Virat Kohli? You can see in the list.
Maybe Tendulkar.
Yuvraj Singh.
Yuvraj Singh, exactly. Yuvraj Singh, then Suresh
Suresh
Raina.
Raina.
So MS Dhoni, they should come, right? So if I search for Virat Kohli, the Sania Mirza or Barack Obama shouldn't be there in the list. So this is what we
Sania
have to do.
Mirza might come.
Yeah, related to sports, so she might come. If you search for more nearest neighbor, then she might come. Yeah, possibility is there.
And one more thing, if I just search Singh,
If you sing, oh, okay. So no, it will be throw it will throw an error. So it not error, but it will show that no related search found, like that. Okay, let's build a model and let's try to experiment that. Okay, you want to search for sing? Let's do that. Okay, so it's very simple. Okay, believe me, information table is very simple. You just have to know what is KD tree. That's it. That is something very simple. So what I will do is, now my job is to convert this text into a vector form. My job is to convert this text into a vector form. Let's assume that we have cleaned the data. Okay, the screening part is your task. Okay, you have to do this. That's a homework for everyone. Now let's assume that we have cleaned everything. We have cleaned everything and we have to convert this text into a vector form. So either I can use count vectorizer or I will use TF-IDIA vectorizer. So for now, I prefer TF-IDIA vector for most of the cases. For here also, I will use TF-IDIA vectorizer. You can go with count vectorizer also. It's up to you. It's totally your choice what you want to use. Okay. Basically, you know the difference. What will be the difference? So you know the answer that which will give the best result. TF-IDI will give the best result because weightage is given to some feature which is important. Where count vectorizer will give you 0 and 1, so there is no weightage for the features. So, but you want to give a try, you can give a try. You can do with either count or TF-IDI vectorizer. It's up to you what you want to use. Okay. Now, so how to convert a document into a vectorizer? Anyone? So TF-IDF equal to, first you have to call the class, then train TF-IDF and TF-IDF dot fit underscore transform. And if I run this, so what I have to pass inside this transform?
Data frame.
data.
Yeah, data, right? So person.txt, yes. This I have to pass, right? This column. So
Yeah.
person.txt. Okay. So if I run this, this is done. So if you want to see the array, you can see the array. So basically what I will do is I will create one more column that is person of TF-IDF equal to list of train TF-IDF dot to array. Basically, I'm just creating one more column of person and putting all the vectors there. If you run this, TF-IDF is there, see, and the vector is given. Just appending. So for this particular text, this is a vector. For this particular text, this is a vector. For this particular text, this is a vector. Just appending on the data frame. Till here is clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Now, how to define a KD tree? Okay, so just scroll down. KD tree. We have to give train. So we have to give the training data. So of course we have to give the training data. So train idea. Let's give the training data and how many leaf size you want. So let's see what the parameters are there. Okay, so KD tree should be called. Sorry, my bad. So KD tree leaf size. Yes. to search for documentation. So I remember this was sleep size. That how many partition, how many node. This means node. How many node you want to create. Okay. So if I run this, what is this? Setting element dot array. Okay. Now my KD tree has been learned now. Now my KD tree has been trained. So basically KD tree, you have to put the data and you have to put the leaf size node that what each node will contain, how many data each node will contain. So basically each node contains 3 data and I'm giving that 3 name. Okay. Now what you have to do is very simple. So what we have to do is now in KD tree we have something called as query. Okay. So KD tree dot query, and in this person tfidf and where person dot name is equal to suppose let's search for MS Dhoni for now. MS Dhoni to list, and how many search we want? We want only four nearest search of this. So if I run this, so basically what will happen is let's try to store this in a variable distance comma idx equal to this. Okay, so everything is working fine till here. Now just use a for I comma value in list in emulate idx of 0. So can anyone tell me what is in emulate is, why we use in emulate?
I index and the corresponding value.
Yes, index and the corresponding. Yeah, the index and the corresponding value. Yes. Basically, not all. It is not always the index. Okay, it is not always the index. But yeah, it starts from 0, so you can say index. So print. I want the name. Then I want the. So I will use the format string here. Inside this, I will do person dot name value. One will be the distance. Let's try to find the distance between the all the things. The distance. This will be distance of 0 of I. 0 of I. What I want is URI. Basically, I want the URL for the person. So person of URI dot values. Okay. So if I run this, so this is what I get. Can you see everyone? So if I am searching for MS Dhoni, so basically you can make this a user interactive also. Okay. So if I run this here and if I do something like this, uh, name of a person equal to input and please write the name of the person. Now if I run this, so I have to type a person name. Okay, suppose if I search for Virat Kohli, let's search for Virat Kohli and see what it comes. So let's first search for Virat Kohli, and when you press enter, all the related documents of Virat Kohli will be displayed to you. So basically I have to change this also. So if I search for Virat Kohli, enter. So Virat Kohli, MS Dhoni, Yuvraj Singh, Suresh Raina. And you can click on the URL to read about that particular person. So a basic information retrieval is given to you. So this is how it is shown on web pages or stuff like this. So basically Virat Kohli search for, so Virat Kohli will come, obviously it will come. Then if the information of Virat Kohli is over, then the next closest thing will come to you. That is MS Dhoni, Yuvraj Singh and Suresh Raina. This is nothing but an information retrieval. Okay, if you want to experiment with Zain Malik, just experiment this also. So if you search someone for with Zain Malik, so Zain Malik, Harry Styles, Irfan Khan, A.R. Rahman. So all the singers are coming now. Okay. So now,
Just one question here.
yes,
Next best person, how it is calculating depending upon the
nearest neighbor,
nearest neighbor, how it is calculating depending upon the information given in
depending on the vector,
Oh, okay.
depending on the vector. So what this thing is, okay, what I am doing here, see, if I copy this line and if I behind the scene what I am doing, just run this. I'm giving the vector and I'm telling basically KD tree to give me the nearest vector of all these vectors. So how many nearest vector I want? I want 4 nearest vector. That's why you're getting Zain Malik 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want 6 nearest vector, you just change this to 6. Nice, clear? So basically what I'm behind the scene, what I'm doing is I'm giving KD tree a vector and I'm telling, basically I'm giving the point on the graph that this is the point I want and give me all the nearest neighbor to that point. All the means six nearest neighbor to that point. And when I do this, 6 answer will come. Okay, so if I copy, if I again search, if I search for Yuvraj Singh and run this, so now 6 people are coming now. See, Yuvraj Singh, MS Dhoni, Virat Kohli, Suresh Raina, now Chris Gill is also there, and Vishwanath Anand is also there. So the information retrieval is clear to everyone. This is a basic information retrieval that you can make. And you can build a software where the link will be given. And if you want to read about Yuvraj Singh, you want to read about MS Dhoni, just click on this link and you can read about MS